We'll call this video almost a year of owning the Astro C40 controller. Now you might notice in this closer up video, I'm in a different location than usual. Normally what used to be my dad's, or was my dad's house, or is my dad's house, but I've recently moved, I got a new house, so I'm in a new location. I have a whole new recording space that I'm in the process of decorating and redoing, and I have all this room all over the place, but I'm in the process of moving stuff. Anyway, that's not why you're here. You're here to talk about the Astro C40. The Astro C40 in the past 9 months of me having it has been great, actually, which is strange to say because for a custom controller I always expect to have some form of gripe with it. But this one I can't seem to muster up much gripe and much issue. One thing I will say, and it does appear that a lot of people are having issues with the controller, but I'm not, which, you know, I'm blessed for myself, but I feel bad for everyone else that has experienced problems. So I've taken a look at what some people have complained about, what some people have had issues with, and I've kind of broken them down. The most common issue people are having is the stick drift, which is, if you look it up online, it's a fairly simple fix. You hold the black button on the back of the controller right here, small black one, bring way in because my camera will actually autofocus now. Look how good that looks. You hold it until the controller vibrates and the light flashes, which event you let go of the button, press hold and press it again, and it will stop. The sticks will be reset and everything will be, you know, happy duty, and you don't even sacrifice your paddles. They stay the same, nothing changes. And a lot of people don't seem to get that. But another thing some people are having issues with, which I'm experiencing right now, and I have new sticks somewhere, I've just misplaced them because I'm stupid, is if you watch this left thumbstick, hopefully I can make it do it, it sticks, as you can see. Like if you go this way, it's like instant comeback. But I'll try and make it stick while sitting here. It'll stick like that. Now this isn't a huge problem because my hand's on the thumbstick the whole time. I don't really experience a problem with it, but I have noticed before, and I'll just let off, like when I was playing Fortnite a lot, I don't really play it as much now, but I'd be running and all of a sudden my guy would just continue to run, and I'm like, I'm not touching the controller, why is it doing this? I'd look down, my thumbstick was stuck. I didn't know how to recreate it for a while. Now I do. And I bought new thumbsticks, and I don't know where they are. So I gotta find those because they were 20 bucks a piece, and I think about 2 of them. As far as holding up, the controller's held up fantastically. I mean, it still looks, for the most part, it's a little dusty and dirty from me moving. But for the most part, if you look up close, it looks fairly good and fairly new still. The black is held on, the thumbsticks have shown no signs of wear. And even on the back, things look really good. I've left these lock doors the whole time and experienced no issues. I think there's only one game I think I experienced a problem with them, and it was driving something I couldn't apply the throttle the whole way. But you know, might have been Battlefield actually, but that wasn't even really a big deal because, you know, flick it down, you can drive off, flick it back up, you're fine. So it wasn't a problem. All the buttons still work just as they should. I still have the same complaint that I feel like the X, triangle, circle, and square all have, like, they feel dead. Like, they all work, but they just have, like, a dead feeling. I don't know why, but they've always had that feeling to me. So that should be something to consider moving forward if you don't like that. If you like what feels like individual module on each button, similar to the directional pad. So my biggest complaint with this controller that I've noticed is the thumbsticks are super slippery and get slippery very easy. So what I've always used is the Scuff Gamer Grip. It dries out your hands to like ridiculous proportions, and it works really good for it. That's not a review for this, but it's just something that I use, and it works great, and has always been super helpful in keeping my fingers, you know, on the controller moving, and I don't seem to lose grip. Now, for comparison to what used to be my Scuff Infinity 4PS, this had broken down within the first month, and we're 9 months in with this. This video will just be called almost a year with an Astro C40, and it hasn't worn down, it hasn't broke down, I haven't had any issues. Like I said, I know some people have, and I'll probably scroll through my comment section during this video and we'll like assess some of the issues people have had. This guy right here, if you are interested in, you know, reading some of these things, He did a great assessment of all these controllers, and I highly recommend you look at this guy's comment on my 2-week scuff review, or my 2-week Astro review video. He touched base on a lot of things and was fantastic about it. This guy right here also talked about replacing the toggles with the Battle Beaver ones, which are a huge thing, and I'll touch base on a little further in the video, and I'll even bring them up so you guys can see them, and I might even link them in the description down below. So this guy right here said he was experiencing drifting and input lag, which is really interesting. I haven't heard much about people having input lag problems, because from my understanding, that was the point of the dongle, was that was supposed to cut down on the input lag, because Bluetooth didn't work well. But if you used your, I don't really remember the case, I can't remember exactly how to put it, but I do know people said it was supposed to help with the input lag. So this guy said he was experiencing a lot of glitches in the software, which I was extremely sorry to hear. That was 7 months ago. I don't know if he's experiencing anything better. I also have this video right here, also gets a lot of views and comments. So if you want to check any of these videos out, I'll be sure to place cards throughout the video so you can check those out. This guy said my fingers were fat and you wonder why my controllers break. I don't know what the deal was. But, you know, that had nothing to do with the thing. I don't think my fingers are that fat. Look at those sausage links. Maybe they are fat. I don't know. This guy said I was horrible. I had a horrible ass review. I was completely biased. Biggest failed controllers out there. The hardware is broken. Everyone is having issues with it. It being heavy and the buttons feeling clicky doesn't make it a nice controller. I have a C40 and just purchased a scuff after having issues every day after the first week in the Astro, so be careful, anyone watching this video. It is not what he says. This guy also said fuck you. He was not pleased. A lot of the comments on my video pretty much are around the area of the stick drift issue, which is super easy fix. And saying the software is broken, that they're probably just either not updating to the proper software, they're just not plugging it in and not actually doing anything. So I don't really know. I know from my personal experience, obviously every controller is built differently. I have not experienced any issues other than the fact that that thumbstick sticks. That was a tongue twister. But nothing else has been a problem. Nothing's broken down. Everything has remained the same. And I log a lot of hours on this. I mean, for a stretch of time there was every day I was coming home, I was getting on at 8 o'clock, and I wasn't getting off till 1, 2 in the morning. And I do that a lot in the winter. And I'm just not having these problems that people are claiming to have. I don't want to discredit people, but at the same time, a lot of them will say something and it doesn't seem to add up as to what some other people are saying. So yeah, if it comes across that I am biased for the Astro C40 over the scuff over the course of my videos, it's because I am. The scuff was horrible to me, and while I wanted to love it and I loved it the times it was working, there was more downtime with it being broken. There was more time with it actually working and going, and the Astro just hasn't had that effect to me. It's worked fantastic over the whole stretch. It's never left me in a position where I couldn't play my games. I had to go out at one point and buy an extra controller because I didn't have a controller left to play because of my scuff. So yeah, if you like this video and you know it does anything for you and helps point you in another direction, or you're still wondering about the Astro, I hope it either persuades you, or maybe there's something you just don't like the sound of, like how it can be slippery, and that sometimes it does appear that the left thumbstick can stick. I don't know if that's something I did wrong. I've cleaned it out, I've blown in there, I've checked it all out. I haven't found anything that like really threw an alarm to me. And they're not even wearing down. The thumbsticks show no signs of wear. The paddles don't, the triggers don't, nothing does. The controller itself doesn't show signs of wear. I use the hell out of this thing. So yeah, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Be sure to check out my other videos, and I'll link the Battle Beaver extra tension thumbsticks and all that down below, because Battle Beaver makes great products, and it's really awesome to think that they made an additional part for a rival company's controller that they thought would help it and make it better, and they're also helping out the community in a way of people that like this controller but didn't like the idea that it didn't have tension thumbsticks. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. What's going on, bub? If you like this video, do yourself a favor and join the Awads squad by hitting the subscribe button down below. If you like vlogs or car stuff, go ahead and follow my other channel, All the Wadsworth. Link is in the description for that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.